will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd ready to make its presence known. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Lane. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And to throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had...
Looking for a deep man. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're trying to slam it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one, because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The gift to the back. Turning it on! Fights off the defender. Got the 1st down, he's still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. To running room. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Using the quick game. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic. We just stayed chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. Oh, he got loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Lemon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To throw, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in, it's Lane. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Underwood. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
He unleashes a long one. Snags it. Touchdown, Wolverine. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Check, check. White 94 slide. Set. Ready. Set.
Pushes toward the goal line. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Your